When I moved down from Michigan, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was at literally a rock bottom moment. I'd never been a member of a gym. My health was not in a great place. I was not in a great place mentally, physically, or emotionally. Thankfully, I say this thankfully, the person I was working for at the time referred me to Anytime Fitness Rowlett. And man, did my whole perspective on life change. When I walked into the facility for the first time, I was greeted by a gentleman named Brad. One of the nicest people I've ever met. I was so surprised because I never imagined when I'd walk into a facility that someone would care as much as he did. I was so blown away that he sat me down, he asked me all the necessary questions. What would you like to do? What are your goals? What are your long-term, short-term aspirations? Have you ever worked out? When did you feel the healthiest in your life? What would you like to do going forward? These are things that I needed to ask myself. These are things that I had lost track of because I lost track of my health, my fitness, and I lost track of me. So I came into the facility, I met with Brad, he went over all these things with me, and then he went through a fitness consultation with me. Now I know fitness consultation, it sounds like it's some weird deal, but it was so awesome because we identified my weak points, my strengths, and what I needed to improve moving forward. There was not a better feeling in my life than the day I was handed a key to this facility where I could come 24/7 because I didn't work 9 to 5. I worked from 2 until 8:30. Some days I would come in the mornings, but I really enjoyed after work being able to access a facility, a clean facility, a facility that had great equipment and great people, but most of all a facility where I could go when I needed to. I really was able to get the feeling that this is anytime, anyone, anywhere. Everything that I ever get involved in or I've ever became engaged in, I always like to learn the practices of the business, and especially something that I'm involved in. I always like to see how things happen from the ground up. And during my time and 10 years being a member at Anytime Fitness Rowlett, I started to really appreciate not only how they did business, but how they impacted lives. Because I would be out on the floor, and I knew how my life was changing. And I'd see member success stories, I'd see member of the month, I'd see top usage, I'd see other members talking about, well, Justin did this, or Brad did that, or that trainer, he really helped me. And I started to get this feeling inside that what I was doing currently, I loved working at the Boys and Girls Club. I loved working with those kids. But I felt this burning desire inside that I needed to get involved with Anytime Fitness. And lo and behold, when I heard that they were looking for a member experience manager, you better believe it. I walked right into that office and I walked up to Justin, who was the general manager at the time, and I said, Justin, what do I need to do to apply for that position? And he just looked at me and said, apply. And I said, great, I want to apply for that position.